Bindi Irwin's transformation has left her parents, Terry and Steve, overwhelmed with emotions they never saw coming. Growing up as the daughter of the beloved Steve Irwin, she was expected to follow a path of love for animals and nature, but what happened next stunned everyone. How could the sweet, nature-loving girl they once knew change in such a powerful and emotional way? Let us uncover the story that caused a major pilgrimage to Steve Irwin's grave. A life shaped by animals. Born into a family deeply rooted in wildlife conservation, Bindi's destiny seems set from the start. Her first name, inspired by her father's favorite crocodile, and her middle name, a tribute to the family dog, reflect the Irwins' profound connection to animals, joining her father in shows like The Crocodile Hunter Diaries. By the age of 8, the tragic loss of her father thrust her into an unimaginable situation, one that required maturity beyond her years. Yet even in grief, Bindi found a way to honor her father's legacy. Her heartfelt eulogy in front of 5,000 people and a global audience of over 300 million marked the beginning of her personal and public evolution. Before we delve into this, it's clear that Bindi's transformation is far more unexpected than anyone could have predicted, and this revelation won't be the only thing that will shock you. Bindi's life has been defined by a balance between her role as a conservationist and her pursuit of personal growth. While homeschooled during her early years, she later pursued formal education to prepare for her responsibilities at Australia Zoo. By her late teens, she had earned certificates in business and tourism, proving her dedication to her family's mission. Her achievements, however, extend far beyond academics. She has become a symbol of resilience, creativity, and determination, qualities that have propelled her to international fame. One of Bindi's earliest projects as a conservationist was hosting Bindi the Jungle Girl, a children's wildlife documentary series. Originally featuring her father, the series' production was halted after his death, but resumed with Bindi at the forefront. Her commitment to educating young audiences about wildlife earned her widespread admiration. She dedicated a portion of her earnings to Wildlife Warriors, a conservation charity founded by her family. Her work on the show and her unwavering dedication to her father's vision established her as a role model for young conservationists around the globe. Beyond television, Bindi ventured into music, releasing her first album, Bindi Kid Fitness, with Steve Irwin and the Crocmen in 2006. The album, a mix of playful and heartfelt tracks, showcased her versatility and passion for connecting with children. Her single, Trouble in the Jungle, included a tribute to her father, blending music and personal storytelling. Over the years, Bindi's love for performing extended to live appearances and fitness DVDs for kids, blending her passions for wildlife and creative expression. Her talents didn't stop at music and television. At just 8 years old, Bindi made history as the youngest person to grace the cover of New Idea, a prominent Australian magazine. Her natural charisma shone through as she hosted a U.S. special, My Daddy the Crocodile Hunter, and appeared on popular talk shows like The Ellen DeGeneres Show and Larry King Live. Her ability to captivate audiences with her charm and intelligence further solidified her place in the public eye. Bindi's venture into acting included leading roles in films like Free Willy, Escape from Pirates Cove, and the sequel to Nim's Island. She also hosted Bindi's Boot Camp, a wildlife-themed game show that educated and entertained young viewers. The show, filmed at Australia Zoo, embodied her family's mission of combining fun and education to promote conservation. Throughout her career, Bindi has used her platform to advocate for wildlife conservation and inspire young people. In 2014, she announced a partnership with SeaWorld, further cementing her role as a conservation advocate. The following year, she participated in Dancing with the Stars, where she not only showcased her talent but also won the hearts of viewers. Paired with five-time champion Derek Ho, Bindi's performances celebrated her resilience and reminded audiences of her deep connection to her father's legacy. Her transformation has not been limited to professional achievements. As she matured, Bindi's public image shifted from that of a child star to a confident and accomplished woman. Her marriage to Chandler Powell, a fellow wildlife enthusiast, marked another milestone in her life. Together, they continue to work at Australia Zoo, embodying the values instilled by her parents. The birth of their daughter further strengthened Bindi's commitment to her family's mission, as she hopes to pass down the same love for nature and animals to the next generation. Despite her successes, Bindi's path has not been without challenges. The weight of carrying on her father's legacy, combined with the scrutiny of living in the public eye, has undoubtedly been a heavy burden. Yet she has faced every obstacle with grace and determination. Her parents' emotional reactions to her transformation are a testament to their pride and admiration for the woman she has become. Despite facing a whirlwind of challenges, Bindi Irwin captivated millions with her dedication and charm. Her path on Dancing with the Stars in late 2015 was nothing short of inspiring. Week after week, she poured her heart onto the dance floor, stunning both judges and viewers with her grace and determination. By the finale on November 24th, Bindi and her partner Derek triumphed, claiming the coveted title. This victory wasn't just about dance, it cemented her as a beacon of resilience and talent. As Bindi grew, her life changed in ways no one expected, mixing her own growth with her family's work for animals. From child star to global advocate, her connection to the show didn't end there. Years later, in April 2019, Bindi stepped into the spotlight again, this time as a guest judge on the Australian version's 16th season. Her feedback carried weight, drawn from her own experiences as a champion. These moments weren't isolated. Her path as a public figure had been marked by countless accolades. In May 2008, Bindi won the Logie Award for Most Popular New Female Talent, a clear nod to her rising fame. Just a month later, at only 9 years old, she became the youngest ever recipient of a Daytime Emmy Award, breaking records and showcasing her undeniable skill in children's programming. But Bindi's accomplishments extend far beyond entertainment. She's been a staunch advocate for wildlife conservation, continuing her family's legacy. Her efforts earned her the title of Young Conservationist of the Year in 2014, awarded by the Australian Geographic Society. Bindi embraced the term wildlife warrior, a vision her father, Steve Irwin, instilled in her from a young age. This mission isn't just a tagline, it's a commitment to ensuring the survival of wildlife for generations to come. Her words resonate with many, speaking for those who cannot speak for themselves. Bindi's path has been deeply shaped by the tragic loss of her father, Steve Irwin, in 2006. Known worldwide as the crocodile hunter, Steve's fearless energy and passion for conservation made him a household name. From his birth in February 1962, Steve's connection to wildlife was evident, nurtured at his family's wildlife park in Australia. His rise to fame began in the late 1990s with the hit series The Crocodile Hunter, co-hosted with his wife, Terry Irwin. The show's success stemmed from Steve's unique ability to blend daring wildlife encounters with vital educational messages. Together, Steve and Terry expanded their influence through other shows and projects while managing the renowned Australia Zoo. Their shared passion for conservation extended to raising their two children, Bindi and Robert, in an environment steeped in love for nature. Steve's enthusiasm and audacious approach to dangerous creatures made him a global sensation, though it also sparked occasional criticism. However, his unwavering commitment to protecting wildlife remained unshaken. Tragically, his life was cut short on September 4, 2006, when a stingray fatally struck him during the filming of an underwater documentary. The world mourned his loss, but Steve's legacy lives on through his family and countless initiatives. Australia Zoo continues to thrive, reflecting his vision and dedication. Various tributes, from a research vessel to an asteroid, carry his name, underscoring his impact. Steve's ability to inspire a love for nature, paired with his fearless spirit, made him an enduring symbol of conservation. His work didn't just entertain, it educated and mobilized millions toward protecting the natural world. One of Steve's most memorable contributions was his honeymoon adventure, a testament to his passion for wildlife. Unlike conventional vacations, Steve and Terry spent theirs capturing crocodiles, which became the foundation of the Crocodile Hunter series. The show debuted in Australia in 1996 and quickly gained global acclaim, airing in over 130 countries and captivating 500 million viewers. Steve's signature energy, khaki attire, and thick Australian accent made him an icon. Even renowned naturalist Sir David Attenborough acknowledged his role in fostering a global appreciation for nature. Steve's adventurous spirit took him to remarkable places, from the Himalayas to Kruger National Park. Beyond the crocodile hunter, he appeared in shows like Croc Files and New Breed Vets. His influence extended to film, with roles in Dr. Dolittle 2 and the feature film Crocodile Hunter, Collision Course, which blended humor and action. His on-screen charisma even shone in commercials and children's programming such as The Wiggles Wiggly Safari. While entertainment brought Steve widespread fame, his true passion was conservation. He firmly believed in inspiring action through love rather than lectures. Steve's efforts included purchasing vast tracts of land for wildlife conservation in Australia, Fiji, and the United States. He also founded Wildlife Warriors Worldwide, advocating for sustainable tourism and opposing the exploitation of endangered species. Steve's relentless work aimed to protect habitats and educate the public about the urgent need for conservation. The Irwin family has continued this mission, with Bindi taking the lead in many initiatives. Her work intertwines entertainment with advocacy, inspiring countless individuals to care for the planet. Whether on the dance floor at Australia Zoo or through global conservation campaigns, Bindi's efforts echo her father's teachings. Steve's legacy, marked by courage, education, and love for animals, remains a guiding light. Through their shared commitment, the Irwin family continues to honor his memory and motivate others to cherish the natural world. After Steve Irwin's sudden death, his family worked hard to keep his dream alive, leaving a lasting mark on their lives. More than a wildlife icon. Steve Irwin's impact on the world was monumental, but his life was as multifaceted as it was inspiring. After his untimely passing, his wife Terry honored his legacy by presenting a Lifetime Achievement Award to Sir David Attenborough. She credited Attenborough as the person who most inspired Steve's passion for wildlife and conservation. In turn, Attenborough praised Steve, calling him a natural communicator who taught the world to marvel at the wonders of nature. Steve was more than just a television personality. He was a fearless conservationist and a dedicated advocate for protecting the planet and its creatures. Beyond his work with wildlife, Steve had an intriguing personal life filled with unexpected hobbies. He was a dedicated fan of mixed martial arts, training in grappling and fighting systems under Greg Jackson. His enthusiasm for sports extended to cricket, where he enjoyed playing matches even during visits to places like Sri Lanka. Steve's sense of humor shone through when he joked about needing to catch snakes after playing cricket. Growing up in Essendon, he passionately supported the Essendon Bombers, an Australian rules football team, and his love for the team was evident even after his passing. ESPN paid tribute to him with a photo of Steve in a Bombers jersey during their rankings, showcasing how deeply his passion resonated. Rugby league also held a special place in Steve's heart. As a teenager, he played for the Kundra Sharks and later became a dedicated supporter of the Brisbane Broncos. Steve's adventurous spirit led him to tackle one of the Broncos' largest players, Shane Webke, during a training session, an experience that left him on the ground but never dampened his humor. His love for rugby extended to rugby union, and he cheered for Australia's national team, the Wallabies. Steve's dedication was so profound that he once paused a path in Namibia just to watch the Wallabies' victory in the 1999 Rugby World Cup final. When it came to the ocean, Steve's love for surfing reflected his deep connection to nature. His life wasn't just about exploration and adventure, he was also heavily involved in campaigns to promote Australian values and conservation. Partnering with the Australian Quarantine and Inspection Service, Steve championed strict quarantine regulations through memorable advertisements. The proceeds from these campaigns went directly into his wildlife fund, showcasing his unwavering commitment to conservation. Steve's influence extended beyond conservation and sports. In 2004, he became an ambassador for the Ghan, a passenger train connecting Adelaide to Darwin, and helped promote its extension. His immense popularity also made him a powerful promoter of Australian tourism, particularly in Queensland. Thanks to Steve's efforts, the Australia Zoo became Queensland's top tourist attraction in 2002. He even took part in the United States Australia Week celebrations, encouraging Americans to explore the beauty of Australia. Despite his widespread success, Steve's life was not without controversy. In January 2004, he faced backlash for holding his one-month-old son Robert while feeding a 12-foot saltwater crocodile. Critics compared the incident to Michael Jackson's infamous act of dangling his child over a balcony, accusing Steve of endangering his son. However, Steve defended his actions, emphasizing his control and expertise with crocodiles. Terry supported him, likening the experience to teaching a child to swim. While the incident prompted changes in Queensland's crocodile handling laws, no charges were filed. Later that year, Steve faced allegations of disturbing wildlife while filming in Antarctica, although these claims were eventually dismissed. In 2003, his appearance in a government advertisement funded by taxpayer money sparked criticism, with some questioning his political affiliations. Steve clarified that his work was driven by conservation, not politics, even though his praise for then Prime Minister John Howard fueled further controversy. His comments about Australia's environmental challenges, particularly his suggestion that cows had adapted to the ecosystem, confused many and led to media scrutiny. Despite these challenges, Steve's contributions to wildlife conservation and education remain unparalleled. His passion and energy brought the wonders of exotic animals into millions of homes. The legacy he left behind is now carried on by his family. Terry, along with their children Bindi and Robert, continues to run the Australia Zoo, which spans 700 acres and houses over 1,200 animals. This haven for wildlife embodies Steve's vision and serves as a platform for education, conservation, and inspiration. The Irwin family's dedication to Steve's mission has ensured that his spirit lives on. From animal demonstrations to conservation programs, they combine education and hands-on experience to inspire future generations of wildlife warriors. Their work at the zoo is more than a job, it's a testament to Steve's life and passion. The family's efforts remind us of the importance of protecting our planet and the creatures that share it with us. Steve Irwin was more than the crocodile hunter. He was a force of nature, a symbol of enthusiasm and love for the natural world. His legacy continues to resonate globally, reminding us of the beauty and importance of wildlife. Through his family's ongoing work, Steve's mission to conserve and educate remains as vibrant and impactful as ever. The world lost a legend, but his message lives on, inspiring countless individuals to care for the planet and its creatures. Steve's fearless work with animals brought amazing moments and tough challenges, leaving stories the world will always remember. From rescuing crocs to educating the world, when Steve burst onto television screens, audiences were captivated. His show, The Crocodile Hunter, was unlike anything people had seen before. It wasn't just about showing animals, it was about making viewers feel like they were right there with him. He wrestled crocodiles, handled venomous snakes, and dived into murky waters, all while talking about the importance of these animals to our ecosystems. His enthusiasm was contagious, and suddenly people who wouldn't have thought twice about wildlife were tuning in to learn more. One unforgettable moment from his early TV days involved a snake biting him on the neck during a live broadcast. Most people would have freaked out, but not Steve. He stayed calm, told the camera to zoom in on the snake, and used the moment to educate his audience. It wasn't just bravery, it was an unshakable commitment to teaching people about creatures that often got a bad reputation. Steve's adventures took him all over the globe, but some of his most iconic moments involved crocodiles. In one episode, he traveled to East Timor to rescue 2 crocodiles living in poor conditions. With the help of Australian soldiers, he relocated them to better habitats. This wasn't just a stunt for the cameras, it was a genuine effort to improve the lives of these animals. It showed his willingness to go to great lengths, often in dangerous and uncomfortable situations, for the sake of conservation. His interactions weren't limited to crocodiles. Steve faced off with some of the deadliest snakes on Earth, including the inland taipan, known for its incredibly potent venom. Watching him handle these snakes with a mix of respect and confidence was both nerve-wracking and awe-inspiring. He didn't just want to show off, he wanted people to understand these creatures and see their value in the wild. One of his most memorable expeditions involved Komodo dragons. These massive lizards, native to Indonesia, are powerful predators that command respect. Steve's trip to observe them in their natural habitat provided viewers with a rare glimpse into their world. His ability to connect with audiences, even when dealing with such intimidating creatures, was unmatched. Beyond the screen, Steve's dedication to wildlife ran deep. He and his wife Terry turned Australia Zoo into a world-class facility focused on education and conservation. Their work wasn't just about entertaining visitors, it was about inspiring them to care about the natural world. The zoo became a place where people could learn about animals up close and understand why protecting them matters. Steve's personal life was as vibrant as his professional one. He involved his family in his work, often featuring his wife Terry and children, Bindi and Robert, in his programs. This wasn't just for show, it was a genuine effort to pass on his love for wildlife to the next generation. Watching young Bindi and Robert follow in their father's footsteps was a testament to Steve's enduring influence. Of course, not everything about Steve's life was without controversy. In 2004, he sparked global debate when he held his infant son Bob while feeding a large crocodile during a live show. Critics were quick to condemn the act, calling it dangerous and irresponsible. Steve defended himself, explaining that he was always in control and that his son was never at risk. Whether you agreed with him or not, the incident highlighted how passionately he approached both his work and his role as a father. Steve's contributions to wildlife conservation didn't go unnoticed. He received numerous awards and accolades for his efforts to protect the natural world and inspire others to do the same. His unique approach, blending education with adrenaline-fueled action, made him a trailblazer in his field. Few people could match his ability to make conservation exciting and accessible to audiences of all ages. Could Bindi Irwin's transformation be a natural evolution, or is there a deeper story her family isn't sharing with the world? Tell us what you think and remember to like and subscribe for more.